If you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
McSpadden Funeral Homes are comprised of caring and experienced professionals who understand that making decisions which come at a time of loss can be very difficult. McSpadden Funeral Home will be there to help you through this process of making arrangements that are the best for your family's wishes and budget. McSpadden Funeral Home, proudly serving Reynolds County for over 30 years. Please call them at 573-663-7111.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri.
The range of black vultures have generally been in the southern part of the United States, but as their range has expanded into Missouri, the number of conflicts has been increasing over time.
Mitigation efforts are available through the USDA.
One of the main tools that we use is a black vulture effigy, and we have those on hand. If you have a pasture where you're calving, we can hang a couple of these up around the edges of the pastures, and that'll scare those birds off. We bring pyrotechnics and other tools to harass vultures off the site. Lasers can work very well. We also carry all the permits to do lethal removals if necessary. If you have a calf that was deceased and you don't know what caused it, or you suspect that it could have been a black vulture that killed that, we can come out on site and provide a necropsy free of charge. The funding for that work is provided through the Missouri State Legislature to the Department of Agriculture, no cost to the landowner.
Find out more at agriculture.mo.gov.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather situation. We have sunny skies outside our studios. Our winds are out of the west-northwest, anywhere from 11 to 15 miles per hour. They do gust as high as 24 miles per hour. Will continue to be sunny today with a high temperature near 75 degrees. Tonight, skies will be partly cloudy, low around 49. Those northwesterly winds going to continue 8 to 11 miles per hour tonight with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. We expect partly sunny skies tomorrow with a high temperature near 69 degrees. Winds will be out of the north at around 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, skies should be mostly clear, low around 47 degrees or so. Northwesterly winds will be 6 to 9 miles per hour, becoming westerly after midnight tomorrow night. Saturday should be sunny with a high temperature near 74. Winds will be out of the northwest at 10 to 13 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Saturday night, we have mostly clear skies in the forecast, low temperature around 49. Then skies will be mostly sunny on Sunday with a high temperature near 78. Sunday night should be mostly cloudy with low temperature around 55 degrees. Then Monday, we have a chance of showers. Then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm during the afternoon. Skies will be partly sunny on Monday with a high temperature near 73. Chance of showers and thunderstorms continues Monday night with mostly cloudy skies, low around 56. Then Tuesday, showers and thunderstorms are likely with mostly cloudy skies and high near 73. Tuesday night, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly cloudy skies, low temperature around 56 degrees. And Wednesday, still have a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 79 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Communication is the essence of human interaction and learning, a process of exchanging ideas, thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Ag communications is, at its heart, storytelling. It is telling a story about or relevant to agriculture. The career opportunities in ag communications and ag marketing are many, and we need people to fill those roles. I hear many young people say they want to tell agriculture story. That's an inspiring task. We need more people doing just that. However, it's important to differentiate between being an ag influencer and being an ag journalist. Both are ag communicators. Some careers in agricultural communications will have you communicating with other ag stakeholders, people who also work in the field. Other career opportunities will have you communicating with those not employed in agriculture and quite often with little knowledge or understanding of what happens on a farm or in agribusiness. The demand is great for those skilled in public relations, marketing, journalism, sales, photography, event planning, advocacy, public speaking, and more. You do not have to have an ag background to be an ag communicator, but it helps a lot. The work ethic instilled in youth in agriculture is something that, as an employer, I do not find consistently in other young people. The agriculture industry needs you. Everyone has the potential to be an ag communicator. You just need to find your voice. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
This spotlight on soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Missouri's ag youth recently had their chance to shine during the state FFA convention. Missouri Soybean Education Director Bailey Asbury says the checkoff organization had a lot of engagement during the convention, recognizing FFA members and chapters who excel.
Not only were we able to award over $17,000 in cash to chapters participating in the Soy Innovation Challenge, we also participated in prizes for some proficiency awards as well as some agri-science awards.
Asbury says Missouri soybeans' involvement with the FFA convention and the state's ag youth is logical.
Being able to connect directly with our future producers and our future peers and industry professionals is so important, really, to give back to those kids that are truly the future of ag.
Learn more at mosoy.org from Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Another lackluster start for direct cash cattle business, and cash hogs are sharply lower at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity remains quiet. Bids are elusive this week. Asking prices are around $186 to $187 live in the South, while the North has been quiet. So far this week, there has only been a handful of deals. Those came late in the day Monday. Packer inquiries will likely pick up at some point today, but it could be late Friday before any significant trade volume develops. Box beef is mixed at midday with light to moderate demand for moderate offerings. Choice up 26 cents at $296.93. Select is $1.55 lower at $286.70. At the Huss livestock market in Nebraska, compared to 2 weeks ago, steers under 700 pounds were steady to $3 higher. Heifers under 700 pounds were unevenly steady, and heifers over 700 pounds were $3 to $8 higher. The USDA says demand was moderate to good from the buyers in the crowd. Medium and large one feeder steers, 601 to 632 pounds, brought $308 to $311. Feeder steers, 705 to 740 pounds, brought $278.50 to $282.75. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 655 to 689 pounds, brought $263.50 to $268.50. Cash hogs are sharply lower at midday with fairly light negotiated purchases. It's been a lackluster day for the cash hog market. Processors appear to have pulled back in their procurement efforts early, as they likely have near-term needed numbers on hand. Demand continues to be a bright spot overall for the industry, but there are long-term concerns that are lingering. The industry is monitoring the availability of market-ready hogs. Higher hog weights again this week indicate high production efficiency on the part of producers. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Director down 362 with a weighted average of 88.95. The Iowa Minnesota is $4.41 lower with a weighted average of 89.48. The Western Corn Belt down 386 with a weighted average of 89.48. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at midday at $50. And pork values were lower, down 59 cents at 98.70. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
For decades, Bayer has worked with farmers across America to help them meet the demand for abundant, affordable food. One way is through glyphosate, sold as Roundup and made by us. Not only do we stand behind the product's safety, so do all the leading safety and regulatory bodies around the world. But the litigation industry fights to prevent rigorous safety analysis from being shown in court. Instead, they rely on junk science to mislead juries. Why should anyone care? Because the impact of the courtroom will be felt at every dinner table in America. Without Roundup, farm yields will go down, farmers' costs will go up, and food prices will rise even more. Farming has never been easy. If farmers lose a critical tool, they will face even harder choices: grow less food or rely on foreign supplies of the product. What's at stake isn't a product or a company. It's fundamental American values and interests. Learn more at go.bayer.com/open letter. Paid for by Bayer.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. John Robert Bob Wilson of St. James passed away May 5th at the age of 72 years. Visitation for family and friends of Bob Wilson will be from 4 to 8 p.m. Friday afternoon and evening at the St. James Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. A memorial mass will be held on Saturday, May 11th at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church in St. James at 10:45. Entry will be at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Cemetery in St. James. Memorials are suggested to the St. James Golf Cart Path Fund. Cards will be available at all James Gar locations, and all arrangements for John Robert Bob Wilson of St. James are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of St. James. Kathy May Simpson, age 72, of Salem, passed away May 3rd in Salem. Funeral services for Kathy May Simpson will be Monday at 11 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends will be Sunday afternoon and evening from 4 until 6 p.m. Burial will be in the Czar Tower Cemetery. And all arrangements for Kathy May Simpson of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Mike Carl Williams, age 73, of Salem, passed away May 5th. Private family services will be held at a later date. And all arrangements for Mike Carl Williams of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. Mayor Greg Parker of Salem has called for a workshop tonight at 6:30 for the City of Salem Board of Aldermen and the Finance Committee to discuss the draft of fiscal year 2025 budget. The workshop will be held at the Salem Community Center at the Armory and is open to the public. Join Montauk State Park team members from 9 tomorrow morning until 4 in the afternoon tomorrow, Friday, May 10th, and also on Saturday, May 11th for Old Mill Days 2024. The day will be spent celebrating early 20th century life in the Ozarks when the old mill was in its prime. The mill will be open all day with free tours upon request. Guests are invited to see how people lived when the mill was in its prime. Both days will feature historical skills demonstrations, living history performances, live music, crafts, games, and food. There will also be an arts and crafts fair with local vendors offering up some of the finest homemade goods and services available. All activities except for the tours will take place in the day-use area by the mill. Guests are encouraged to stop by, learn a new skill, immerse themselves in local history, and support small businesses. Don't miss this fun, educational, and free event. Montauk State Park is located at 345 State Road 6670. For more information about the event, call 573-548-2201. For more information on state parks and historic sites, visit mostateparks.com. Missouri State Parks is a division of the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. During the month of April, Denton County Fire Protection District firefighters responded to a total of 23 calls. 17 calls to fires represented 73.91% of the calls to the department. The department also responded to one each of a smoke investigation, hazmat call, medical, and to a traffic accident. 2 calls were listed as other. The 17 fire calls represented 5 building fires, 5 forest or woodlands fires, 3 brush or grass fires, and 2 off-road vehicle or heavy equipment fires, 1 outside trash or rubbish fire, and 1 passenger vehicle fire. The City of Salem Utility Committee meeting that was scheduled for last evening has been rescheduled for Wednesday, May 15th at 6:15 in the evening at the Salem Community Center at the Armory at 1200 West Rolla Road. At the meeting, the committee will hear about utility billing and payments as well as changes in the office. The committee will hear about the Service Protection Program and be updated on the MMMPEP, who will be holding their next meeting on May 9th. The committee will also hear, that's today, obviously. The committee will also hear work reports from city employees before there is a draft budget presentation and rate discussion. The Utility Committee meeting will be open to the public. The Salem Area Community Betterment Association will be holding the Gift of Time Awards on Thursday night, May 16th at the Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center, with the doors opening at 6 with awards program beginning at 6:30. Numerous groups and individuals will be recognized for the work to make Salem a better community. Those nominated in the Art and Culture category are Danielle Norris, the Trees and Trains Committee made up of Melanie Wisdom, Rwanda Sewer, Teresa Whalen, Barbara Pratt, Dalton Sanders, and David Massengale, and Barbara Pratt. In the Educational and Youth category, nominees include Kayla Cisco, Dottie Steelman, Christina Pierce, Sherry Lowe, and Carrie Border. Nominated for the category of Community Enhancement and Preservation are Stan Podorski, the Bone Break Center of Nature and History, Chris Robbins, and Brett Capps. Nominated for the Gift of Time Awards in the Outstanding Youth category are Chloe Baldwin and Liberty Ross. Finally nominated in the humanitarian category are Liz Grundell, the Revival Tabernacle, the Dent County Toy Drive, Mike and Diane Godey, Todd Knirk, Jim Privet, Nancy Wisdom, Julie Strebe, and Leanne Price. David Spear will be the guest speaker, and the Gift of Time Awards event is free and open to the public. The Denton County Fire Protection District Board of Directors met Tuesday evening at the Denton County Firehouse. In the consent agenda, the financial report was reviewed, showing an ended balance of $223,829.17. Bills, payments, and statements were then reviewed and approved, as was the budget. In the calendar review, the fire district would be at Serendipity today, have a William Lynch Elementary School tour of the firehouse tomorrow, and be expecting the MSA gear on Tuesday, May 14th. Air Evac approached Chief Floyd to have September 28th set aside for Kids Safety Day at the department. In the monthly reimbursement report, it showed the fire department responded to 23 calls for the month of May, with a total of 128 for the year. In old business, the board heard the 2 bids received for lawn care and went with a bid from Mr. Lundy of $80. The other bid was from Sheltered Workshop. The board tabled any decision until the next meeting on the repair, sealing, and restriping of the parking lot, and the tower lease information is still on hold awaiting further information from the tower company. In new business, the board approved to allow President Craig Smith and Treasurer Dave Wells to sign the lease purchase agreement for purchase of SCBA equipment and a new truck lease from Town & Country Bank for $281,642.58. The agreement was then signed. The review of the agenda format was discussed and decided that calendar review be removed from the consent agenda and covered in the chief's report. Nominations were then held, and after discussing, a motion was made to close nominations and hold the election of the board officers. Mike Godey was elected president. Dave Wells was elected secretary-treasurer and budget officer, and Chief Dennis Floyd as the custodian of records. Chief Floyd then gave his report to the board and noted that the new truck will have to have radios installed to be able to talk with the other trucks and also other emergency agencies. The cost would be around $7,064.37 to add the new radio. This will go out for more bids and other avenues of obtaining the radios. Floyd also said that the department will need some new tools for the new truck and is in his budget for the tools. The board agreed for him to go ahead with small tool purchases, but to hold off on any large purchases. The board then voted to go into closed session to interview and approve Aaron Tilley as a new firefighter for the department. After returning to open session, the date for the next meeting was set for Tuesday, June 11th at the fire station at 6 p.m. An accident occurred Wednesday afternoon at 5:40 in St. Francis County on Highway 67 southbound at Barney's Crossover. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2016 Dodge Ram 1500 driven southbound by 28-year-old Heather Stewart of Bixby was traveling south on Highway 67. At that time, a 2010 Dodge Journey, driven by 46-year-old David Young of Bonne Terre, attempted to cross southbound Highway 67 and failed to yield to the Dodge Ram. The front right of the Dodge Ram struck the right rear of the Dodge Journey. Suffering minor injuries from the Ram were the driver, Heather Stewart, an adult passenger, 24-year-old Nathan Yount of Bellevue, 2 female juvenile ages, newborn and 2 years of age, and 2-year-old male juvenile. Everyone from the Dodge Ram was taken by a private conveyance to the Parkland Health Center. A male juvenile passenger in the Journey suffered minor injuries, was taken by the St. Francis County Ambulance District to the Parkland Health Center in Bonne Terre. Both vehicles sustained moderate damage. The Dodge Ram was removed from the scene by Bucky's Towing, while the Journey was removed from the scene by Marler's Towing. Everyone involved in the accident was wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident. The Missouri Veterans Cemetery at Fort Leonard Wood will host a public Memorial Day ceremony on May 27th starting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The ceremony will include remarks from Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe and Colonel Joseph C. Cleet Getz II, 100th Commandant of the U.S. Army Engineer School at Fort Leonard Wood. Originally called Decoration Day, Memorial Day was established as a day for Americans to honor those killed during the Civil War. After World War I, Memorial Day was expanded to honor those who have died in all American wars. Memorial Day was declared a national holiday in 1971 and is observed on the last Monday in May. And that's been a look at local news that was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
The Doe Run Company is an industry leader in responsible mining and metal production. Operating one of the world's largest lead mining districts and single-site lead battery recycling centers, Doe Run's minerals and metals are the foundation of products and services that deliver essential power in a sustainable and safe manner every day. Learn more today by visiting doerun.com and see how we deliver minerals and metals to power the world.
I'm starting my own breakfast club in McDonald's. Me and my morning crew can discuss the most important topics of the day, like what to get with buy one, get one for $1. There's a sausage McMuffin with savory hot sausage and melty American cheese, the sausage McGriddles with soft, warm griddle cakes tasting of sweet maple, a sausage biscuit with sizzling hot sausage, and hash browns that are perfectly crispy. If you love buy one, get one for $1 at McDonald's, join the club. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices of participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
May savings are going strong at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. You can save up to 40% on select travel accessories. Save up to 22% on selected night vision LED bulbs starting at $69.99 each. And gear up bug scrub sponges, $2.23 each. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today. Wisdom Logging and Milling LLC in Bunker is a 3-generation sawmill. For years, they've been buying logs and standing timber, plus they offer mechanical and chainsaw harvesting. If you want to talk to people with experience, call Wisdom Logging and Milling LLC at 573-689-2110. And we have government, state, and private references available. They extend their best wishes and congratulations to Bunker and the surrounding school districts' graduating classes.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem boys baseball Tigers are scheduled to play the Willow Springs Bears today at 4:30 at the Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. It will be the final game of the season, of the regular season that is, before the Tigers play the winner of the Cuba-Owensville game on Monday at St. Clair in district play. You can hear the game on KSMO Radio, AM 1340 and 95.7 FM, and video stream the game on KSMO Media featuring KSMO Stream page, KSMO.com, KSMOradio.com, and KSMO YouTube page. Should the game be rained out, the senior activities will still be held starting on the field at 5:30. St. Louis Cardinals and New York Mets game Wednesday was postponed due to rain and will be made up at 4:15 on August 5th. The Cardinals begin a 4-game series in Milwaukee tonight. You can hear the game on KSMO immediately after Salem Tiger baseball. Brady Singer went 5 1/3 innings for a 1-run ball. Bobby Witt Jr. homered, and the Kansas City Royals beat the Milwaukee Brewers Wednesday 6-4. The Royals took 2 of the 3 games from the Brewers. They'll start a 4-game series in Anaheim against the LA Angels tonight. St. Louis Blues have announced they have signed Coach Drew Bannister to a 2-year contract to make him the 27th head coach in the franchise history. This past season, Bannister guided the team to significant improvements in several categories, including a climb from 23rd to 12th in the goals against per game, 31st to 13th in power play, 20th to 13th in penalty kill, and 21st to 16th in the final regular season standings, with a record of 43, 33, and 6. And that's been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Nut Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Mizzou softball getting ready for their second-round SEC tournament game against fourth-seeded Arkansas. The Tigers lost to the Razorbacks 2 out of 3 about a month ago in Fayetteville. The Tigers advanced after a 3-1 win over Ole Miss yesterday. The NFL will release the full 2024 schedule on May 15th, one of the most anticipated games of the regular season, a Super Bowl 58 rematch between the defending champion Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers at Levi's Stadium. Also an AFC title game rematch when the Chiefs host the Baltimore Ravens. Wide receiver Rashee Rice, a suspect in an alleged assault that left a man injured at a Dallas nightclub earlier this week. No charges have been filed yet. Rice was arrested in March and facing charges in a car crash that injured 6. Now, the Chiefs have taken their chances on players with prior history. Tyreek Hill, a great example. KC took Rice in the second round last year when other teams were afraid of him. That's according to Packers reporter Bob McGinn. He noted one team expressed concern about Rice before that draft and took him off their board, quoting, "He's talented, but not a good dude," end quote. Sporting KC advanced to the next round of the U.S. Open Cup. They beat Union Omaha 2-1 in the round of 32. Sporting resumes MLS play with a game at home Saturday against Houston. According to a report by Sportigo, Sporting KC is ranked as the 41st most valuable soccer program in the world, valued at $630 million. Manchester United, number 1, valued over $6 billion. After earning a series win over the Brewers yesterday with their 6-4 victory, the Royals take their 22-16 record out west. They face the LA Angels tonight. And the Cardinals are in Milwaukee for 4 games. They're 6 games behind the division-leading Brewers. Bill Pollock, Missouri Nut Sports.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
Missouri farmers and ranchers work hard to provide the food we put on our tables. No matter what comes, they're in the fields every day. FCS Financial is committed to supporting those farmers and ranchers along with our rural communities today and tomorrow. At FCS Financial, we understand the cyclical nature of agriculture and the challenges that can present. We also recognize no two situations are the same, and that's why we meet and work with our member owners individually to learn about them, their operation, and their goals. We want to provide the best experience and achieve the best outcome for everyone involved, because FCS Financial is a cooperative focused on being a responsible lender for more than 27,000 Missouri farmers, ranchers, and agribusinesses who depend on us. FCS Financial, an equal housing lender and equal opportunity provider.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Taxmasters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
Turn your honeydew list into a honey I'm done list at 72 Auto and Supply in Bunker, where they have everything you need to tackle your next outdoor project, including rakes, shovels, blades, weed eaters, and so much more. Plus, 72 Auto and Supplies handles a full line of Die-Hard batteries for marine, automotive, lawn, and garden. If you haven't been to 72 Auto and Supply in Bunker, stop in today. You'll find everything from A to Z. 72 Auto and Supply sends a special congratulations out to Cody. They are proud of your hard work and excited to see what the future holds for you. Congratulations to all of the 2024 grads.
Did you know that every patient has the right to have their medical imaging performed wherever they choose? This is Bobby Sullins, Director of Radiology at the Salem Memorial District Hospital, where we have state-of-the-art, up-to-date medical imaging at one of the lowest prices in the area. Outstanding imaging at a great price without the drive? It's just another service of the Salem Memorial District Hospital. If you have any questions, just give me a call at 729-6626. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Looking for home cooking, soft serve ice cream and shakes? You need to head to Woods Dairyette at 16566 Highway 72 in Bunker. You could find on the daily specials catfish, smothered steak, and beef pot roast, just to name a few. But if you're looking for fast food or pizza, they have you covered as well. Dine in or carry out is available. Woods Dairyette is family owned and operated. Woods Dairyette would like to wish the Bunker graduating class and the surrounding area the best of luck in the future.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
God, I'm so stressed. It's a brand new year and our business is busier than ever.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending the Ooma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 35 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Starts at $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Visit Ooma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Ooma. Smart communications for the smarter business.
Missouri Net News, I'm Elisa Nelson. Governor Mike Parson has signed into law today a bill to ban state Medicaid funding from going to Planned Parenthood. While public funds are already banned from funding abortions in Missouri, the bill will now prevent any taxpayer money from going to any abortion providers or their affiliates in the state. A former Missouri Freedom Caucus member is creating a new path for herself. Joplin area Senator Jill Carter left the ultra-conservative caucus last week, saying she can no longer be part of actions behind the scenes that defames grassroots and violates her community. Carter tells Missouri Net affiliate KZRG in Joplin that her decision to leave the group gives her greater flexibility to advance legislation.
I was giving up my autonomy and my ability to advocate for the needs of my district.
And Missouri's own Ruby Lee will be performing at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville on August 2nd. This is Missouri Net.
Hey, you. Yes, you. We've got something important to share because we believe everyone